City Lionesses just took the lead with Sophia Jakobsen just before half time. And yeah, for some reason, my computer decided that it didn't like me. It didn't like anything I wanted to do today. So it just decided to crash and I couldn't get live on YouTube. Newcastle are attacking from the off in the second half. 6, 7 London City players in the penalty box there, just trying to clear everything so they can give themselves a breather. And but yeah, I would expect this from Newcastle. Let's be honest, they're a great team. Um, Absolutely fantastic team. I've dropped a cable. Hold on. So there we go. That is, we're going to go live again on Instagram as well. Hold on. No, don't go do that. Do you do that? I can't remember. So we're live on Instagram and hopefully we're live on YouTube as well. Should be live on my own account, Nessie Mon TV, where I do match day vlogs and stuff like that. And I have also started a new little website, which will hopefully be up and running properly for the new season, lclpride.co.uk. And with that, what I want to do is create a little home for anyone who has chosen to be a supporter of London City Lionesses. As I said on TikTok earlier, London City is quite a unique club, as in most people in the UK or in Ireland, you're kind of born into your club. And if you're born into your club, you don't really have a choice about what club you support. It's kind of something that you do. But if you are a London City supporter, the team are only 5, 6 years old. So unless you're like 6 years old, you haven't been a lifelong London City fan. So for that reason, everybody who goes to support London City has chosen to be there. It's something different than most other teams in the UK or Ireland. And that's why I think it's important that even though there's all these managerial changes and owner changes and lots of investment and everything, I think it's really important as a small team, as a small club, who basically, when I went to see them first, had a fan base of absolutely nothing. There was like maybe 40 or 50 people, if even that, 100 people maybe going to games. I think it's important that we remember the roots, and it's not all just DJs and foam fingers. It's a lot more about that. And football in the British Isles and Ireland, whether it's Gaelic football at home in Ireland or it's soccer here, they all stem from being a part of the community, and that's what makes football great. It's all about being part of the community and have that little tribal thing, so you're all in something together. So Newcastle are, that could be, it's a wow. So Taya Goldie has been having quite a rough afternoon. Newcastle are giving her a right going over, and that looked like it was either she was about to foul or the Newcastle player was about to foul. Hales for Newcastle, and the referee actually has given it a free out. So London City have the free kick on the edge of their own penalty area. But yeah, Tay Goldie is having, I suppose, a game that she's had a pretty easy ride over the past, I suppose, since the Arsenal game in the FA Cup. So there you go. Thanks for everyone for joining. Hopefully, if someone is looking, I should be also live on YouTube. I hope. I'm trying to get all this sorted, and hopefully next year, I'm going to say when. I'm going to say when. London City shot from Izzy Goodwin straight at the Newcastle keeper. But what I'd really like to do is, if there are away games that people can't go to, if there are games that, maybe evening games, League Cup games and stuff like that, that we can actually do some live watch-alongs I'm hoping to have like a nice little studio set up with proper overlays and, you know, having it look all nice and whatever. But right now it's not. Um, if you're on YouTube, you can see this is basically the corner of my home office slash bedroom slash studio area. Oh, there you go. Newcastle trying to break into. Oh wow, what's happened? The referee is bringing it back for a free kick just outside the London City penalty area. Aslani doing her best trying to like tell the referee off. She's been quite good over the past few weeks. I was probably one of her harshest critics. Um, she's the captain of the Swedish team. They're going to the Euros. She needed to be playing football, but not only that, she needed to be playing football that was a lot better than the quality she was playing earlier on in the season. But now she's had like, I think it's 4 goals, 4 assists in the past 6 games, something like that. She's been quite good, getting a couple of goals up. Um, straight. Oh, so the ball comes in over the wall or through the wall, straight at Emily Orman in the London City goals. She fists it away and it goes out. In the end, it's a goal kick. It comes off a Newcastle player, but that was a bit messy. London City actually look a little bit messy at the back. Newcastle are giving them a hard time. Uh, but yeah, I'm surprised Georgia Brome hasn't been in yet. But maybe she will come in. I haven't even checked yet for any changes. Looks like Meg Campbell is in, which is reassuring and scary at the same time. Now, Meg has, if you've been, yeah, Megan Campbell is in, and Grace Neville is off by the looks of it. Or is that Grace Neville still over there? London City have Megan Campbell has been great in defence for London City this year, to be quite honest with you. She has been really, really good. But she scares the living Jesus out of us. Uh, Twice in like 4 games she's gone off. The last game she was playing was the game before last. She went off screaming. She was on crutches. Couldn't, like, I know she has this hyper mobility thing, and that's why she can do these all these long throws. But it was actually scary. I myself and some other fans were having a conversation just at the front of the stand, and she went down in front of us. And I've never heard anyone scream or moan in pain so much as she did that day. It was pretty bad. And she went down as well in the Arsenal game up in Bournemouth. And she says she was walking around and she did a sponsored walk thing for charity last weekend as well. And it's obviously has to be something to do with that, because she says she's fine. And put it this way, it's scary for the rest of us when you see what she's doing. All right, so I have a chat over here on YouTube. Let me see what's going on here. I think view my channel. Am I live here on YouTube? Oh, I am. So that's okay. Hello, YouTube. This is a bit bad. So I'm going to turn down the volume so I don't cause this infamous feedback loop of whatever. So normally on my YouTube, I try and do some match day vlogs and things like that. And I hadn't planned ever on doing match day vlogs. It was just something when I was going to games, I decided, yeah, why not? It'll give me something to do, and I'll try and get my video editing skills up a little bit. I'm probably more of an old school person when it comes to TikToks and things like that, because I think you get more of a feeling for the day if you do a long form video. But thanks to everyone who's dropping by. Hello, Alfie. London UK Tours, say hi. KD, hello. Thank you for liking the video. Let me know where you're all watching today. I'm here in Southeast London. I get the local bus to go and see London City play, so that is probably one of the reasons why. Well, they when they were playing over in Dartford, they moved to Bromley this year, but they were playing over in Dartford, and it was nice and handy. I could go and get a train down to Dartford from here and didn't have to worry about lots and lots of public transport or stuff. But now I can get the bus and I'm there in like an hour by the time you walk down to the ground. So it's nice and easy, and it's good as well. It's good it doesn't cost too much, I think, as well when you're living in the area. Season ticket, I might add, for London City this year cost me 90 quid. And I've been to all the home games so far. Um, I don't think you can go wrong with that at all for entertainment value and for, you know, every Sunday or every second Sunday, whatever it happens to be, going and having a good time and meeting up. And there's something as well about like minded people, just meeting up and having a good time and being there for the team. It's great to see I suppose, the range of international players that London City brought in. So many teams, something like 12 players, I think, that are internationals on the team right now. Is it? Well, we'll see. We'll have to go through them. I think most of them, actually, most of the first team are internationals. Grace Neville's New Zealand. I think G isn't an international. Should be an international. She's been great. But yeah, here we go. Battling a bit there. Newcastle win the ball back. Yeah, there was a bit of a battle with, was it Julia Rodder and Newcastle player, but the ref has awarded a nice free kick outside the penalty area. There's a lot of extra markings on this pitch at Newcastle. They're almost like Gaelic football or rugby markings in it as well. I don't know what they're doing. But this looks like it's an Islani. No, who's that? Is that Megan? Who's going to take that? Yeah, it should be. Oh, it comes in, mopped up here by Megan Campbell and into the box. Izzy Goodwin, Tay Goldie couldn't get connecting with it properly. It's back down. No, there's Grace Neville, so she's still on the pitch. So who's gone off? I have to have the stats and stuff up, and I'll know. Hi Tommy, hi Amy. Nurse to Recover joined. Hello, how are you? Let me know what part of the world you're all in, and apologies if I miss any comments or anything like that. I'm still getting used to all this. And hello on YouTube. I have started a little YouTube watch-along thing. Oh, wow. Oh, who's that? The flag has gone up, so it's not going to count. But it was... Oh, she was well offside. Izzy Goodwin offside. She knew it. She was, didn't even celebrate, so she knew it. So, yeah, basically what I'm trying this out now, because this is probably one of the most important days of London City history, really, because today is the day where they could go to the top of the Women's Championship, the Barclays Championship. And what I want to do, I've started a new YouTube channel called LCL Pride. And I have also bought a nice little domain, lclpride.co.uk. What I want to try and do next year is have proper information about players, a little bit of history about the club, somewhere that fans can go have a conversation, and then we share them on live streams. If there's watch-alongs in places that we can't always be, do watch-alongs for those, stuff like that. And today was pretty last minute. I literally decided that I would come on and do this. I really did want to try and have graphics and all those fancy things up on YouTube for today, but unfortunately, with all the games I went to, it's my own fault. It's my own fault. with all the games that I went to this week, I just couldn't do it. I was at 4 football matches this week, which was a bit mad, really, a bit tiring, I have to say. Um, but anybody see the Women's Champions League games this week? Let me know in the comments, because what I actually did was I went to see Liverpool and Arsenal, or Arsenal and Liverpool, in the Emirates last Saturday. It was 4-0 to Arsenal. Then I was at the London City game last week, where it was 4-0 to London City. And on Wednesday night, I went to see Arsenal and Real Madrid, and it was 3-0 to Arsenal. And then I went to the Chelsea Man City game on Thursday night for, I don't know, because I wanted to, and it was a little bit easy, to be quite honest with you. So there you go. Do we have, if you're over on, if you're on YouTube, look for LCL Pride, or you'll find me on Nessymon, Nessymmon. You'll find the channels there, and you'll find the match day vlogs as well. So I thought it was, when this is such an important day, it was only right that I try this out, because I want to do more of this next year. And I have, I have some plans. So if you are a London City fan, or if you're a women's football fan, um, if you're a women's football fan, then do do get involved. Let me know if you're up for that. And you know, we're always going to be looking for people who want to get involved in watch-alongs, who want to get involved in like taking match day photos and stuff like that. So if that's you, please do get in touch. You said congratulations on your pregnancy. Yeah, fair play to you. Good luck to you. Um, do let me know where you are watching from today, and let me know if you're into who's your favourite football team, and who have you missed watching this weekend. There's FA Cup quarterfinals as well this weekend, so um, nice toe poke there from Rafia Imran, but didn't come back to anything. Newcastle coming up the right, and the cross into the box, met by Saki. Saki takes a couple of times to um, clear that out. Another thing there, Saki has joined London City, and I thought, for a player of her stature, Japanese international, 6 time European Champions League winner, and a World Cup winner as well. There should have been a whole lot more fuss made about Saki arriving to Bromley. Um, so I think we should celebrate that we have Saki on our team. And it was great. Actually, I was a little bit peed off with myself, because Fuka Nagano was at the game last week and I didn't even see it. Into the box from Newcastle. Oh, everybody's letting it go. I'll tell you one thing, London City are just riding their luck here a little bit right now. Newcastle are on the attack, and they did the same after they went behind in the first half. Oh, into the box again. That easily could have been a penalty, but I don't think it was. It wasn't intentional anyway. It was more of the ball was kicked to the person, then the hand to the ball. Some last ditch attempts in defence here from London City, but they're not getting it out at all. So they're going to let it. It's bounced out now for a London City goal kick, and that was Shani went off, and yeah, so that was Shani that went off, and Megan Campbell came on. So they wanted more in defence. I do hope that Shani is with the team next year. Something that we need to probably talk about at some stage. But if the team go to the WSL, we'll know how many of the team left last year, of the original OGs, as I like to call them. We had Lois Joel, we had Izzy Groves, Tia Alexander, There's a whole bunch of them that went to different places. Um, and then this year, Russia has left already. Um, Connie Schofield has gone on loan to Sunderland, no, Sheffield. But I mean, given the fact that Saki now has Connie's number, Connie's not coming back. So we have to kind of brace ourselves for who possibly will or won't be there. I genuinely hope that George Brome gets another contract or an extended contract. But the way that Michelle Kang and her team work, that isn't guaranteed. And here is George Brome, number 23. Izzy Goodwin coming off, and they're bringing everybody back. Wow. So they're going to play with what? 5 defenders, 5 in the back. So it's going to be like, wow. So who's that? Maria Perez. Is that Maria Perez that's gone off? And Freya Godfrey. Okay, so the Freya Godfrey has come on for Maria Perez, and Izzy Goodwin has come on for. In reality, Maria Perez is gone off. She's midfielder, and G will be dropping into central mid or defensive mid or somewhere around that area. Saki would probably move up slightly, and Izzy Goodwin's gone off for Godfrey, and let's be honest, she's had a couple of fantastic games when she's come on as sub and made a huge difference with her movement. So there you go. Oh, Sophia being held up there. Nobody. That's Grace Neville plays it back to Emily Orman. Emily Orman. They're just probably just settling it down a little bit now, regrouping at the back. It looks like there's going to be. Are they still playing 3 at the back? Oh, given away. And Newcastle are in, and it just gets away from Hales. Thank God. But London City really need to watch that. Um, she has given Tate Goldie a right pain in the head this afternoon. She's made her work for her wages, let me tell you. Hello, if you're. The game is live on YouTube. I know we're doing this watch along on TikTok and on YouTube, but if you are watching, the game is live on YouTube as well. You can watch along now if you go to look for the Barclays Women's Championship game. Currently, the score is London City 2, or should I say that right? Newcastle 1, London City 2. 68 minutes gone. They're just having a little break. Not officially, but everybody just sits down and has a little break. And I think we have to thank Liverpool's Rachel Laws for how well she does that, because she does it really well. Um, I have a chat message here. How do I have a chat? Hi, Mark. Oh, Nessie. Oh, brilliant. Mark, how's it going? Mark and Lena watching the watch along. That's great to hear. I'm delighted that you can actually see it and that it's working, because I made mincemeat of my computer in during the first half. I don't know what was happening. Didn't really want to. It didn't want to work at all. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So I had to restart my computer at halftime, and just hit live as we were going live. So that's all right. What are the other results? We look up some results and we see what is happening now. So we look for the WSL fixtures that are happening right now. Liverpool won, Aston Villa 1. Where are we going? Yeah, so Man United 2, they bet Everton 2 nil today. Crystal Palace nil, Arsenal 2, 71st minute. Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 1, Leicester City 1, Tottenham 1, Brighton and Hove Albion nil, Man City 1, and 4 o'clock kickoff or 4:30 kickoff is Chelsea and West Ham. And was it last year? Was it? No, that was against Arsenal. I think that West Ham went and surprised everybody. We look at the Barclays fixtures. Barclays Championship fixtures. Barclays Women's. I haven't given out much or complained about what I think of the games happening. Oh, right. Now, here we go. This is really interesting. Charlton. So, Birmingham City have, because Reading were supposed to be in the Women's Championship this year, and because Reading were going through financial difficulties and whatever agreements came that they remained in the league, they had to drop some divisions to remain as a viable football club. Um, so that means that instead of 12 teams in the championship, there are only 11 teams in the championship. But Durham are one of the teams. So right now, as it stands, London City are on top, and you got Birmingham, and then you have Durham and Charlton. Durham have beaten Portsmouth 6-0 today. Bristol City and Sheffield United 3-0 to Bristol City. London City and Newcastle in this game that we're watching here. London City are 2-1 up, and Charlton are beating Sunderland 4-2. And that was, what was it, a 4-0 win a couple of weeks ago for London City against Sunderland as well. So that is quite interesting. I do think that if this comes down to the last games of the season, as far as I'm aware, London City, their final home game of the season, will be on the 27th of April at 2 p.m. Versus Durham. Birmingham still have to play Durham, as far as I can tell as well. Durham could be a really, really important player in who goes up or who goes down. And whichever team does go up, they will be glad they don't have to face Durham next year, even if they have to face Chelsea 4 times or twice or whatever. You won't have to face Durham because they're every bit as tough. They're probably the toughest team to play, I think, in the league. They're just a nightmare. And if you have to go to Durham as well, they have a plastic pitch. They don't make things comfortable for away teams. They're just a nightmare, absolute nightmare. But what can you do? That's what they're supposed to do, isn't it? They're supposed to make things uncomfortable. London City still playing. Oh, that was a nice little shoulder. Rafia Imran knocked over to the ground with a good shoulder. But a throw in anyway. It's back with Newcastle, number 24, driving forward. And they're recycling the ball. Are they going straight down the middle this time? Out a little bit to the left, but cut out from London City. And it's back with Newcastle. They're unbelievable. They're just relentless, these guys. Absolutely relentless. But my big dilemma of this week is the fact that I've been so lucky that I live here in London and that I can actually afford to go to all these games. And this is basically my hobby. This is what I do for fun. And the Champions League games are like 20 quid each. So I have my Champions League game for or ticket for Arsenal and Lyon. Here we go. No, cut out. Freya Godfrey cut out by Newcastle at the halfway line. And it's back. This is like a basketball game now at this stage. It's going up and down and up and down. Taya Goldie went in. Was that Taya Goldie? Yeah, went in. And it's over. There's nobody there for Rachel Furness gets it on the edge of the penalty box, turns around, and she's literally running straight into a yellow wall. But London City are really, really having to work on the defence. It's terribly, terribly scrappy. Maybe it's the nerves. I don't know what's happening. They look really, really I can see Baby G in the middle of the park there. It's almost like they're playing like how you'd play in Gaelic football with a half line as well. So you've got three at the back, then like a defensive midfield and a midfield kind of thing. Who's that gone down? For London City. Someone's after getting a whack in the thigh. It looks like some studs in the leg. Is it Julia Rodder? Yeah, it looks like she's after getting. Is she after getting some studs to the thigh? She could have. But yeah, one of the big things that I have to figure out now is, well, or what would you do? You tell me, what would you do if you have a season ticket to go and see your local football team, who this time last year were facing relegation into the third tier of women's football? Would you go and see them on their final home game of the season, where potentially they could get promoted to the WSL, which would be the highest tier of women's football in Britain? Or would you go and see Chelsea and Barcelona in the Champions League semi-final? What would you do? Tell me what you would do, because um yeah, I would love to see Barcelona and Chelsea again. I do love Barcelona. I love watching them play. And Charlene Myong is on and Julia Rodder is off for London City. Charlene is a fantastic player, great technical player. Um, Absolutely fantastic player. Right, this might settle them down a bit. Phil McLean, I'm scrounging. I don't know what I'm scrounging about. Um, Phil McLean is great. He could see ghosts in my window. But there you go. That it's scrappy play there. I think it might be a little bit of nerves coming in for London City. Let me know what you think. If you're in the comments, do let me know. Newcastle come driving forward again. They're not going to give up. They want to spoil the party. Take a shot and it's well over Emily Ormond's goal. But London City are just letting them come at them way too easily. Like, there's three at the back. They're not keeping the lines. They're not. There's four at the back there, and they don't know what they're playing, because there was a player for Newcastle free on the left, and all they had to do was pass it, and that would have been in the back of the net. London City very fortunate again. So what games? Yeah, I think we should have a look and see what games, because we've got the international break coming up as well. International breaks for London City haven't really been the best, to be quite honest with you. Um, oh, Sophia Jakobsen going the whole way down, getting pulled out of it. She gets the ball in. It's bouncing around. Godfrey's after it, but no, Newcastle get it out of the box and get it back down towards the midway. And the counter is on. No, it's not. It's gone too close to Emily Oren. But it is pretty much a basketball game. This, but London City need to kind of tighten up. G is bossing everybody around the back, but they're I don't know what they're doing at the back. It looks a little bit. They're not keeping their lines properly or something. Newcastle are properly bashing them around. But realistically, if you want to win a title, if you want to be promoted, this is what you're going to have to put up against. This is Newcastle, and absolutely no disrespect to Newcastle, because Newcastle got a. Oh, here's Freya Godfrey in across the box, and there's nobody there. Sophia Jakobsen had stopped. Nobody there. That was a waste of a chance. Charlene Mion tries to get it forward, and it's cut out by Newcastle. But this is the kind of thing that London City, and who's going to be kept with the team next year. These are the kind of games that you're going to figure out who you want to keep and who you want to need to, who else you need to get in. Seemingly just over 2,600 at the game today, which is great. It was about 2,000, they say, at London City last week and the week before. However, the first game of the season against Newcastle, there was seriously, watch the men's, so you should. It can't be a basketball. I said it's like a basketball game. I didn't say it was a basketball game. And yes, I do watch men's football as well. Um, Basketball games, they go up and down and up and down. And this is quite like what it's like. And that's what makes London City actually pretty unique as well, is that they don't have a men's team. I'm not sure if they have an academy right now, but they don't have a men's team. If someone could tell me if London City still do have an academy, I did speak to the manager of London City last week before the game, and he said that he was up for doing like a little fan Friday thing. Uh, it's very hard to get information about teams or what's happening with teams in the championship. In the WSL, sometimes you'll get press conferences, especially if it's before a cup game or something like that, or a European game, the same as you would in the Premier League. You'll get managers doing press conferences on Friday. You don't get that. Well cut out from Newcastle. Sophia Jakobsen was heading down the left as well. She's a really versatile player, and I really like the way that she can switch from left to right. It's really, she's been probably one of the best signings, I think, for London City this year. She's totally underrated in the work rate that she does. She's been really good. But where was I? What was I saying? 83 minutes gone. London City 2, Newcastle 1. They're saying time is skipping away from Newcastle. Well, London City, what you don't want, and often happened, touch wood, it won't, often happened last season, was they'd be going okay and you'd be 1-0 up, and then that was an absolutely ridiculous thing. That was Charlene Mion trying a Shani Boylorca, or from yesterday, trying something like Russia would um, would do it. London City still have an academy. I am the manager. Really? And how are all your year two under 21s then, Phil? Let me know. Um, so it's gone out for a throw in, the far side of the pitch to Newcastle. London City look to be doing man to man marking with a couple of extra players in the middle. Emily Orman going toe to toe with the Newcastle forward. run them out of play. That was well played, actually, from Emily, I have to say. She gets a high five there from Megan Campbell for her troubles. I mean, realistically. Um, Newcastle coming again. Oh, nice into number 26 for Newcastle. Played across. We weren't expecting that. I think they thought they were going to go more forward. It's over on the left. Oh, wow. That was Grace Neville was taken out of it there. So that will give London City a little bit of a break as well. Emily Orman will take the free kick from just outside the penalty area. Just the far side of the penalty area. There we go. Great ball from Rafia Imran up to Freya Godfrey. Freya is coming up on. She takes a shot straight at the Newcastle goalie. Pity she didn't see Sophia. Oh, I don't think she could have crossed it from there. Oh, maybe she could. Yeah, two players in on Sophia Jakobsen. Yeah, that's it. This is all about your game management now. But yeah, that's what we were saying. What we were saying there a couple of minutes ago. That I think the way that the players deal with the pressure like this in the last few minutes, in the last 10, 15 minutes of a game, that's going to be a lot to do. Or how they deal with that will show who London City might keep on contract, and if there's people up at the end of the season who they might release. I know Megan Campbell's her contract's up at the end of the season. Georgia Brome's up at the end of the season. A lot of the new players were brought in on 3-year contracts, um, which sounds great, but all the Swedes are like 34, 35. And if they're all brought in on 3-year contracts, that means they're going to be 36, 37. So I do think that there will also be younger players brought in. I just don't know who they are going to be. Um, but I made a bold prediction this week on, I think it was on Blue Sky. Um, the Swedes make good potatoes, garlic potatoes, is it? Um, Here's Freya Godfrey again, running through. She has her and one player well blocked by Newcastle, and she's still after. She wants to get herself a goal if she can. However, Newcastle have the ball and they're driving up the field now. Fantastic shot, but it's going to be 1-on-1. Hales and oh, is that going to be a London City goal kick? It's going to be a goal kick. Yeah, Newcastle couldn't keep it. Um, yeah, so I don't know what new players are going to be, but the what I did say on Blue Sky was that Trinity Rodman is looking to make a move, possibly from Washington Spirit. Now, Washington Spirit and Olympic Lyonnais are sister clubs of London City. Michelle Kang is an owner of both clubs, or the owner of both clubs. And there was something during the week how they were talking about Trinity Rodman could possibly look for go on loan to one of the sister clubs next year. And I don't know if she would go to Leon, but imagine if Trinity Rodman played for London City. Imagine the shirt sales. That's all. I'm not a fan of the DJs. I'm not a fan of the big foam fingers at a football match. Um, but yeah, there you go. That would be mental, absolutely mental. And I think again, it would be a great way of getting every. I mean, if that's the kind of well, I'm not sure. As a fan base, we don't have any 5 minutes to be added on. We're at the 90th minute. Um, but I don't think we've any say in what way the club would go. We're just fans. But if I think definitely there could be more made of the international players to try. London's a big city, and it would be great to see who's that coming on. Keris Brown's coming on, and it looks like she's coming on for Grace Neville, who I'm delighted for. This She was absolutely phenomenal last week, and Keris has come on now, number 22 for number 2. So, ooh, that ball has ricocheted around a little bit. But Keris signed earlier. She was signed on loan first, but now she has been. Sligo has more importance as a city than London. Would you get off? She's fine, by the way. Thanks, Phil. Um, so, yeah, yesterday, Sligo Rovers, no, not Sligo Rovers, Shamrock Rovers and Galway United were playing in the League of Ireland. And two exes of London City. Oh, that was a bad kick out from Emily Orman. Didn't even get. Oh, that was a mess of a kick out. It's put the defence now under massive pressure. Newcastle, oh, don't keep them out. Hits it and goes well over. Number 35 for Newcastle, well over. Yeah, she got under that ball, thankfully. A bit of a bobble and then just kicked it. That something like Diego Jota would do, to be quite honest with you. That kind of a thing. If it was Darwin Núñez, it'd be a corner flag job. Rafi Imran kicks it on, but it's back with Newcastle. Saki has big. Oh, that's a heavy touch. That was a monster of a challenge. The two players went colliding in. Saki rolling around the ground, but she's up and she's back on her feet doing her stuff. The ball's in again, and it's just ping pong with London City. They've been really scrappy at the back. They just haven't taken control of this at all. This is the kind of thing they're going to have to be better at if they're going to be in the WSL. I mean, like early on in the season, when you look at Crystal Palace were losing. What, the first game they had at home was 7-0 to Crystal Palace. They played Chelsea. I was at that game. Lucy Braun scored her first goal for Chelsea in that one. And you just, you don't want to see a team like London City. You don't want to see any team going from the Championship into doing that. It's just not great for the game. Newcastle still driving forward. Oh, Mayong. No, that was Sophie. Oh, it's just last ditch defending from London City to keep Newcastle out. There's a minute left. 94 minutes of 95, hopefully. London City have the ball. Who's that? Freya Godfrey just trying to hold it up. Newcastle are coming again. Oh my God. There's going to be a lot of sore people. But I mean, realistically, top of the league. Come on, top of the league. Megan Campbell, don't get caught. That's it. Bang it up the pitch. Nobody gives a toss where it's gone. Just get it out. That's it. Come on. Newcastle, the 5 minutes are up. Come on, keep them out. Don't foul. Just keep them. There's nowhere to go. And yeah, Rafia Imran just kind of steps on the toe of a Newcastle player as they're going across, not even going towards goal, going crossways across the pitch. And now they, oh man, everyone is going to be behind the goals for this, or behind the ball for this one. Every London City player. Emily Orman is just, oh, shite. Sorry for the language, but this is what you do not want to see. You do not want to see the opposition's goalie coming up for a kick like this. It's that Lois Joel that's on as well now at this stage. I don't know. And she goes straight. Oh no! Off the crossbar. Oh wow! And it's not cleared yet. Oh, and it's kicked over and it's wide from Newcastle. Oh my word. What an absolute. That's stressful. Absolutely stressful. Wow. Emily Orman lines up to take the kick out. This has to be it. This has to be it. That's it. Come on. Come on. Yes! London City go top of the championship. Wow. 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 That's absolutely amazing and crazy. And wow. London City go top of the Women's Championship. Holy God. Wow. They were like second from bottom last year. They were saved from relegation last year by Remy Allen, who was just so phenomenal. Uh, Darren took charge. Darren Smith took charge for 2 games last season against Liverpool, and there were cup games, Liverpool and Arsenal in the Conti Cup. Then this was all around the time that Carolyn was sacked as manager. There was the whole Watergate pitch flooding stuff that was going on. Remy was brought in and she just showed so much passion and so much determination, and it brought the whole team together to get out of the relegation zone last year. Made such thanks, Shauna. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully I'll get a proper setup done. This was really last minute. So hopefully I'll get a proper setup done and we'll do more of these kind of things next year. And if anyone is watching and likes London City football, likes women's football, please do get involved. I've registered a new domain to get a new website up and running, lclpride.co.uk, which will be a fan site for London City. We're a unique club. We're a unique fan base. Nobody was born into it. We've all chosen to be part of the London City family. And I think now if we're going to the WSL, hopefully, touch wood, we want to make sure that we can share that journey with as many people as possible and make sure that we have something really, really positive to share with other people. Whatever happens about money with Michelle Kang, with managers, with Jocelyn, whatever it happens to be, like managers, players, owners, they all come and go, but the fans that always stay around. So, wow, London City on the top of the league. Wow, got to get a new chant going now, I think. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you like this. As I said, follow, if you go over to the website lclpride.co.uk. I'm going to try and build like I suppose a history to or for the club. Thanks for the watch along. Thanks, Shauna. Anywhere to donate some across. I don't have anything set up for donations, but what I will do possibly, if this is something that people really like doing, um, when the new season starts, it would be really good maybe to get some subscriptions going just to keep the running costs for the fan website going. I think that would be good. So it'd be something that I'll look into maybe in August or whatever. But over now and during the summer, if you're into sports and you want to start writing about sports, writing about women's football, please do get in touch. Let me know where you are. The email address is hello@lclpride.co.uk. So hello@lclpride.co.uk. Yeah, wow. I'm happy camper right now. Thanks for watching, and yeah, talk to you all soon. Now, I'm going to have to press one first and then the other because I'm still streaming on TikTok on my phone and YouTube on the computer. And I'd also like to thank my computer for not giving up the ghost completely today during this. So yeah, there you go. Like, subscribe, and do all those good things. And I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks for your company. Bye. Oh, hi Olivia. I can see what you've just seen that. Hi Olivia, before I finish, I didn't actually mean to do this on my own channel today, but I've started a new YouTube channel and a new website for lots of London City stuff. I'm still going to do my vlogs and things on my own Nessie Mon channel, but I couldn't get it set up in time, so I just did it on my own channel. I did have it set up and it was all working before the game started, and then when I pressed play, nothing would work. So typical. But yeah, join the next one, because hopefully, if we're going to the WSL, there's going to be more and more of this kind of stuff. We're going to have fan reactions as well, hopefully from what's taking place at the ground on the day. And yeah, if anybody wants to get involved, as I said before, get involved and send me a message. Hello at LCL Pride. So LCL London City Lionesses Pride.co.uk. So thanks for that. See you soon.